Hey guys, normally I don't do this type of videos because my channel is about something else. It's not even in English. However, I have this fish tank that I've been working on for quite some time. Now, I had this fish tank for maybe 5 years or close to. During that time, I have lost a few fish. I have lost a lot of plants. And I always wanted to have that beautiful tank that you see on videos. You've seen some amazing videos on YouTube where people show their tanks. Just amazing how clean, how green, how crispy they look. The carpeting plants everywhere, and you want to have that. So I wanted to have that, but I don't want to spend that much money on a CO2 system. And after doing some research and finding a lot of different ways to add CO2 to your tank, I settled for something that wasn't going to be that expensive, just affordable. That will be the Fluval 45 gram CO2 system. Here it is. Or here it is. Now, I've had this for maybe a month. Okay. This is going to be my first replacement. And I got to tell you, you will see the difference that it has done. Or you can see what it has done to my tank. It does amazing work. A lot of people have complained about this. Basically, they say that it leaks. They say that it's not good. It's inconvenient. But this makes perfect sense. For $45 to $50, you can add some CO2 to your plants. Now, this right here is the kit. As you see, it doesn't have any pressure anymore. Right here, it shows almost empty, or empty basically, and we just need to replace it. Okay. I've seen a lot of bad reviews on this. People complain. They say that the lines here they burst or they pop, or they explode. That's what I heard. And I've seen some things, but I would explain that to you, what happens. Okay. First of all, make sure these things are tight. I wish that they had the same safety features for the diffuser right there. But the diffuser doesn't have any safety as this. The line just goes directly connected to it, and that's it. So that pops sometimes if you release the CO2 too fast, too much. It creates a lot of pressure that will burst, and it will basically spill some water, and it will waste some of your CO2. So just be careful when you are releasing the CO2. All right, we're gonna try to replace this tank right now, or the cartridge. Try to accommodate. So here, this is the releasing valve, and this is the connector itself. This right here is very sturdy, guys. Very sturdy, very well built. Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna try to disconnect it. I'm trying to do it with a hand, so bear with me for a second, okay, guys? Now, I'm gonna take it out of there. Make sure it's closed before you do anything to it. Make sure it's closed all the way. So this is closed all the way. So now we disconnect. Okay. Here we go. It's disconnected completely, and we get a new one. By the way, if you buy these if you buy a single ones, you will waste so much money, because at the store it can cost you anywhere between $15 and $16, and these things can basically be, if you don't take care of it, you probably waste it in less than a week. Okay, so I use it for maybe 5 to 6 hours a day, and it lasts me about a month. Okay, so this is the new one, guys. Anyways, you can also buy this at different stores. Just make sure they're threaded. Okay, Amazon has them. eBay, people use them for BB guns, for bikes, or inflate tires. Anyways, I'm not suggesting you to do that, but it does the same job. I had done it myself, and hey, it's up to you to do it. Anyways, I'm not suggesting you to do it, but it's up to you. Anyways, you connect, when you connect this thing, make sure you connect it all the way and do it really fast, all right? Because the needle will go through here, and you can see you can see that move right there all the way to show 1500 psi. So we're gonna connect it again. I'm gonna make sure that this thing is closed all the way, and now I'm gonna connect it really fast, and done. There you go. See, the psi is reading now at 1500. Amazing. Now that being done, now it's time to see it work in action. I gotta show you guys this thing. I bought a new diffuser, okay? Because when I got this one here, I thought it didn't work. It gave me very big bubbles, and I thought, man, this is not the way it's supposed to look. So I bought a new one, and the new one was good, okay? I liked it because it was glass. It looked really very expensive, but after trying this a second time, I saw the bubbles, and they just looked tiny, little bit smaller than the one I bought. So this is the one that comes with the kit. So anyways, we're gonna try to do this. Give it a little bit. So when you release this, when you give some CO2 to your tank, make sure you do it in small steps, okay? So there you go. I did it once. Tiny little moves, okay, guys? Also, make sure that when you release some CO2, you're not moving the connector, because the connector is what allows the CO2 to stay pressurized, I guess, if that's even a word. So if you see nothing is happening right now, so I'll give a little bit more. And normally it takes about 5 minutes for me to get this done, to have it at about a bubble per second or 2 bubbles per second. And the only inconvenient with this is that you have to turn it on automatically. I mean, you have to turn it on yourself every day, and you have to turn it off yourself every day. So give yourself some time, 5 minutes. Again, if you don't want to spend all the money on the CO2 system, and you want to spend just a little, save a little bit, this will be the way to go, at least for me. And now I'm still releasing a little bit more, little by little, until I see some bubbles there. You can see there's no bubbles there yet, but we'll continue to give it some CO2. Small little steps, guys, small little steps. You gotta do it gently, okay? Tiny little turns, because if you do it too fast, that's when the line bursts, okay? So be careful. This thing is not for someone who doesn't have any patience. This thing is not for someone who is always in a rush. This thing is for someone who has time and has the I guess the time and patience to do it. I'm sorry for repeating myself too much, but normally, again, I don't do this type of videos. I've been doing this for a little bit now, and again, normally it takes about 5 minutes to get it done, and nothing yet, but we'll see some bubbles right now. You see there's a bubble right there, and it should start coming out. Once this thing starts, it doesn't stop, so you gotta regulate it. That's why I'm doing it so slow, because you have to regulate it to the point where you only have 1 bubble per second. If you don't have this patience, you will waste your CO2, and you can spend a lot of money on this. So anyways, there you go. See the bubbles right there. So in no time we will see bubbles from the diffuser coming out. Okay, that's about a bubble per second or a little bit less, and it will start like that. Okay, basically right now this thing is almost done, and I'm gonna show you first of all the tank, just to show you how good the CO2 works or has worked on my tank. Look at the plants, look at the green, look how amazing that looks. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. There's Mr. Finny right there. Mr. Finny is an amazing fish. He's been with me for about 5 years. I was reading that betta fish don't last that long, but he's been with us for about 5 years, and he's been doing great. He's doing amazing. These are my bottom feeders. They do a lot of cleanup as well, and I don't have that much. I don't have that many fish. I have a couple of what they call Mexican crayfish. Those are amazing. They're right now hiding because they don't like to be outside so much. So anyways, you can see as I was talking to you guys, the diffuser started to work, and here you go. Isn't that amazing? That's about 1 or 2 bubbles per second. Okay, so I'm just gonna regulate a little bit, close a little bit, so I get the right amount. You can see it, how it starts to slow down itself. You can see how it starts to slow down, and once you get it set up, it stays like that for as long as you need it. You need to keep an eye the very first 5 minutes, because see, every time you regulate this, it doesn't take immediate action. What I mean is, it takes some time for it to reach over here and regulate. So be patient with that. Okay, guys? As you can see now, it's about a bubble per second, or just about 2 per second. I like it. But you see that amazing diffuser? See what I'm talking about? It's great. Don't worry about the large bubbles. They will start to regulate themselves after a little bit. Anyways, this is done. Thank you guys for watching. Hey, by the way, if you found something helpful in this video, leave your like. If you don't, then too bad. We'll probably make it better next time.